Potentially questionable, as is this invade here by Xiaopeng. He will spot away Haro and won't get caught by the undertow. Scryer's Bloom as well going over, but didn't actually get vision of Xiaopeng. He has the Tremor Sense, so he can follow Haro here. Gets the knockup, gonna follow it up with a few Qs. Queen's Wrath doing a lot. Conqueror proc for both of these junglers now at this point. Xiaopeng will narrowly avoid it. Gets the knockup onto Scout. Scout still chasing down. Gets the first blood with the Ignite. But now SinoDragons, it's a 3 versus 4, but AoE damage is on the side of SinoDragons. Can they get it at this point? The flash in from Twyla. They're trying for it. If they get the damage, that'll determine the fight. There's 1 kill. Gala still chasing down for it. The auto on the Scout. He'll get it. But one more. iBoy still alive. Chases in with the flash. And it looks like the trade across the map in favor of EDG.
That was the Gnar teleporting in. And on top of that split damage, EDG recognizing that people who are very low in HP, scouting primarily, just actually ends up going straight back into the back line. And so EDG were looping members in that had the most amount of HP, so it was this great target pressure on towards Xiaopeng. It was actually so massive. The flash fail from Rek'Sai trying to get over the wall, you would have to assume didn't hit anything. And so they were trying to play front to back with Braum, just basic stuff. But then you could start to see Black Shield going on top of Haro, and then Scout hiding into the bush, kept them alive for so much longer than they should have been.
That said, though, Gala does pick up a double kill off the back of this, while iBoy only gets 1, so he will be a little bit ahead in terms of gold at this point.
It's just across the board. You're right about Gala, but we're just talking about the mid lane, the jungle. Certainly, Haro is much happier with how that ended up going. Trying to trade sides early on.
We're talking in the Champion Select about how it's all centered around where Xiaopeng can gank. Every play happens around him. At this point, Xiaopeng 0-1 and 0 hasn't really gotten a whole lot done. Yeah,
I mean, flatly put, if Twyla and Xiaopeng are down, they better go for a creative play, and that's what Changhong's trying to do.
Changhong here with the teleport, the ultimate from iBoy, but will it have enough move speed? Mako going to get focused down here.
Oh!
Free kill, and the pack on to iBoy. Here comes Changhong demonstrating another top lane pick, not quite able to take out iBoy, but threatens him heavily.
Layers down the E there to be able to pick on iBoy, who is sticking around for a little bit too long. Didn't have flash there. Close to be able to pick it up, but didn't need it anyways because he was able to still get out. So nice to be able to find that pick in the back line, get the kill on a Mako, and starts changing things up for SinoDragons.
Changhong, you need to be careful, buddy. He's going to be able to take the turret platings, luckily. And now Scout getting engaged on in the mid lane here. And Xiaopeng's there, doesn't need to do anything as Twyla picks it up with a shock blast.
They're coming right back. Not only the pick in the mid lane, but they're able to start going straight forward. Oh, actually, how many turret? They're going to be getting a few turret platings here. Oh, they could have gone for a second one, I think, if they're waiting for the next wave that's coming up. But they're not going to be too greedy.
Just going to play a little bit more conservatively now that the early game hasn't gone as well as they expect.
They can't try and get the pick on towards iBoy. They need to actually look for either Olaf or Gnar or maybe even LeBlanc like they did in the last play. EDG have a lot of mechanisms to be able to stop that. So, looks like they're already out on the map, trying to force SinoDragon's hand.
Looks like they've been able to do that, forcing out the teleport from Gala, and answer teleport coming in from Ray at this point. But that's the pick onto Haro on the side. Twyla trying to stall as well as he can. Ray comes in, doesn't have the Mega Gnar for a little bit, and Changhong, look at the zone coming out from this Swain. And now Mark solo supportal combat. They're going to take down Ray. Another one on the back end, and Changhong this time going all in on the fight was the right decision as they take down 3 and will secure the Rift Herald.
The flank play from Mark. Legitimately just running around to be able to get the pick on towards the top laner. That was insanely played out because that netted him an extra kill and certainly would have been able to get now the Rift Herald. If he wasn't in that position, EDG could...
At this point, there's not a whole lot as they do while SDG march forward. That's another inner tower gone at this point.
So Ray is building straight in towards the attack speed round. He has the recurve bow and he's trying to find himself split pushing. Okay.
They might be able to find Changhong. There's the stopwatch. He's still alive for now. The flash away over the wall. He's going to back. Oh no! Scout goes in. He's able to get the assassination. This will slow down the push of SinoDragon significantly. 40 seconds until Changhong is back, but can they get the tower before that happens? Doesn't look like it as the heal comes out.
And Xiaopeng is still heading towards the mid lane, so even with Changhong lost, they know they can still get a lot of good stuff done with the minion waves coming through.
This is so ballsy from SinoDragons. If they misplay here, they lose all the tempo that they've been building up for the past 20 minutes. So they need to play this on a knife's edge.
Well, that turn went down. That just means that SinoDragons now can just start to peel back, go back off now. Changhong has teleport, to be fair, so he can still join them up when this mid lane dive if it ends up happening.
Okay,
wow.
You know what's going to happen now.
That's a lot of damage from Twyla. The Glacial Fissure under the tower. Twyla picks off Haro. The tower's down, so that's time to go in for Gala. The stopwatch will keep him alive for now after Killer Instinct, but he gets taken down. The shutdown from EDG.
Wow.
Is this the turn they were looking for? It looks like it might just be, and SinoDragons are forced away, but how far can they get before EDG take them out? Changhong still tanking away in the front lines. Pops the ultimate. He might be able to stay alive through all of this, but that's a lot of damage from Scout. They find Scout, but Ray with a beautiful 3-man ultimate isn't enough. It's enough to finally take down Changhong, but he falls as well. The double kill for Twyla. But now, iBoy flashes into the fray and will take out Twyla and soon to be Mark. EDG keep themselves in the game, if only for a little longer.
Great use of teleport, finding himself right back into the fight. This game is getting down to the line. EDG are doing what they can to be relevant. SinoDragons make that one crucial mistake, diving straight in, just as Changhong was teleporting through. And of course, Gala was the first victim throughout all of it. Dives right in. Of course, he had the confidence of saying, I'll stopwatch and my team will surround me. But at that time, if you're looking straight at Scout, Scout had his eyes on him at the very beginning. So that for me is going to be a real nice replay to watch back, because if you're, especially if you're a YouTube viewer, you don't have to wait for us. But now, we already at it. So take a look at this here, because SinoDragons already recognized teleports coming through. And take a look at the damage that they had on Mako. So they were just going to be easily able to dive through. This is all SinoDragons, but being able to dive this far forward is too much, knowing that you had LeBlanc to be able to come in and finish you off. So with a lot of people essentially coming in like dominoes trying
Is where EDG are making their last stand. The poke down onto Mako chunks him down to half. But that inhibitor is under threat from 2 Baroned up cannon minions and a very, very large Swain.
Yeah, you got to use the cannon minions. Hope he doesn't die. That's
A lot to go in
That
on.
is a lot on the Scout. Gala once again dives in so deep, but this time he's not going to get punished for it. The 3rd inhibitor falls down as the fight begins. SinoDragons dive in. They pick off 2, make that 3. They're chasing down 3 members remaining for EDG. The first Nexus tower falls. The second falls as well. And SinoDragons may well have done it. The 3-0 in their first split of the LPL, making their way into quarterfinals against EDG.
And take a look at them. You have to be ecstatic after that one. You take down EDG and you send waves across the league. You tell the next opponent, watch out. TOP, man, you have to watch. TOP was looking at EDG, remember. TOP was the one that got manhandled by EDG not just a week or so ago. And now SinoDragons were able to take down EDG with the greatest of ease. So these teams are growing. And SinoDragons look like a team you have to fear straight from each individual player. Because you saw teamwork, that's true.